So the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. On the draw, it's Pollard. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Now Richardson.
He's got a man complete. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Panther Street! Panther Street! Check, smash! Check.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
Hey, check that, street.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. Now they got to get to the line quickly.
Off play action. Richardson
rolling to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first half scores just like this one.
Here's Richardson to throw.
And that is incomplete.
Like what I see so far out of this defense because they've been showing their best coverages on 3rd down. So far, only allowed 1 conversion on a handful of attempts. One area of their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down.
Richardson looking to throw this.
And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with a football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down.
And Washington will have it on the turnover on downs. Out there setting ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with great starting field position and a couple of timeouts at their disposal, they'll certainly have the green light here.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field.
Inside the 10.
Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year.
And the Commanders are able to add on to their first half lead.
The PAT would extend their lead, but there is a flag on the play.
And that flag accepted.
After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Get it! 79 Broncos!
1st and 10. Here's Richardson with it. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Richardson.
Flushed out right. is here as he's taken down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
A final shot before the half. Richardson. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Off to the races. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Cowboys, nothing.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin.
It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the third quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. On second down, it's Pollard. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. And they're going to speed things up here. Pollard gets it off the option. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Richardson on the bootleg here. He'll buy some time right. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. They'll go for it. Here's Richardson.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out.
And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
They'll try the left side. Beckwith, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
To throw now. Here's Love.
Wide open receiver complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
27 yards there, a first down.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up the first down.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
Here's a 2nd and 5.
Well, now they'll try the end around. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season.
And the Commanders have opened the lead up to 30. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
Richardson looking to throw. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Jalen Waddle,
63 yards.
and the Cowboys are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Charles, there aren't really any slow receivers, but there's fast and then really fast. He's really fast, and he showed off the afterburners there.
And that he is, because when he took off, I was thinking there's no chance that he can actually reach him with that pass. Yet he did, and he's still sprinting. And just think about what that does for everyone else on his team, because his ability to stretch a field opens things up for the rest of the receivers on the team.
And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie.
Oh, that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 165 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down.
What a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. They get 17 there. Good for a Commander's first down.
He finds his man complete. It's Sharp.
Touchdown, Washington.
A great effort there. He scored on the ground and through the air.
And the Commanders will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter.
Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. This will be returned from deep in the end zone.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Cowboys.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
He fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
And this one travels out of bounds. So unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
A good starting spot for Washington as they come up 1st and 10
at their own 43. Up the middle they go. Beckwith. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3.
Mega. Ready.
On play action. Love to throw.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
Ready.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
Real green.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to have a Commander's 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Here we go.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now a handoff up the middle. Beckwith. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Now I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. He's been patient this entire game, waiting for the perfect moment to surprise them with a quarterback keeper. There he catches him off guard and converts his first rush of the game into a 1st down. Gotta love that efficiency.
Here we go.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18.
Ready.
Throwing. Love. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be looking at 1st and goal as they move this down to the 4-yard line.
And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Washington. From 4 yards out.
And the Commanders start to open this lead even wider here in the 4th. Bass on for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. One play has him to the 37 here for 1st and 10. Richardson going to change the play here. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Cowboys. Kevontae Turpin with his second touchdown of the night. And the Cowboys get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. But what do coaches tell us all the time, CD? We've got to get our playmakers more involved, and certainly running with the football is one way, and it paid off right there.
And you're talking about paying off to great effect. How about the big explosive play that was a result of that play call? Big-time execution on that one.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by Washington.
Well, fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
Man, 222 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
Okay, ready?
Here's 2nd and 3. To pass, here's Jordan Love.
And a quick throw here that's complete.
And the Commanders are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Love from the gun.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12.
Not the 1st and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12.
Now Love.
And give him another 6. It's caught for a touchdown, and the blowout continues.
Here's Bass now for the extra point.
Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Open man downfield is Lamb. It's complete.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. Another one to CeeDee Lamb. He's got it.
And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 33 yards that time.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
This taken in by Kincaid.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that will bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. At the Commanders.
Now a shotgun handoff to Pollard.
And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8.
And not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. And the Commanders are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they don't need to score here, that's for sure. They could just kneel it. They've got the huge lead late 4th quarter, but we'll see how they're feeling, Charles.
Yeah, we all know people out there who like to use every second of the clock, no matter what the score. And we know they don't need the points. They've scored in abundance already. Let's find out how they want to finish this ball game.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. And it's intercepted.
And the Cowboys come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. A higher scoring game, Charles, than we typically see in the National Football League, but fun to watch these offenses. They were really clicking. It seemed like everything that they dialed up worked.
Yeah, it certainly was fun to watch from our perspective. How'd you like to be those defensive coaches, though? That wasn't a blast for them at all. And let's face it, they all game plan, they all scout, they all think they're prepared. But executing and stopping teams, that's another matter.